Good morning, children. Today we are going to study the topic integers. Before I reach to the topic, I want to explain the previous topic which we have studied earlier, that is the number system and the whole numbers. In the number system, we have studied some parts, that is natural number, whole number. Now we are coming to the integers. So what are the natural numbers? The counting numbers, as you know, 1, 2, 3 and so on, they all are called the natural numbers. It represents by capital N and the smallest natural number is 1. Now what about the whole numbers? The whole numbers are 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. Means if we will include 0 in the natural number, it will make the set of whole numbers for you. Now what we are coming to the point, what is integers? So what is the definition of integer? The combination of negative natural numbers and the whole numbers is called the set of integers. What do you mean by negative natural numbers? Means these are the natural numbers. If we will put minus sign, it will become -1, -2, -3. They all are negative natural numbers. And the whole numbers, as we know, 0, 1, 2, 3 and so on. So now we can write the set of integers which is represented by the letter I. That is -3, -2, -1, 0 and 1, 2, 3 and so on. Means it does not have any starting and it does not have any end. So it is an infinite set. We are not able to count the elements present in this integer set. Here the negative natural numbers are called as the negative integers and the positive natural numbers are called positive integers. But what about 0? 0 is neither a positive nor a negative integer. Now we have to study how to represent integers on number line. We have earlier studied how to represent the whole numbers on the number lines. So we start with a simple line and we go till one arrow at the one end. So we start here from 0, 1, 2 and so on. And as you know that the distance between 0 and 1 and 2 should be same. Similarly, we have to represent the integers on the number line. First we have to draw a line. We have to take a middle point as a 0. In the left end and in the right end, we have to put arrow. Why we have to put arrow? Because it is non-ended set. We don't know the starting of the set and we don't know the ending of the set. In the left part of the 0, we will put negative natural numbers, and in the right part of the 0, we will put positive natural numbers. So what are the conclusions which we are getting from the number lines? That if we will move from left to right, we have to focus on this rule. First rule is, if we have to move from left to right, we are moving in the ascending order. Means smaller to bigger. Means if we are moving from here to there, we are getting -3 is a smaller number and +3 is a greater number. Second rule is what? If we move from right to left, we are moving in the descending order. Means bigger to smaller. So we can study again, it's like that. This is the number line, same as I have shown over here. We are moving from left to right, we are going in the ascending order. We are coming from right to left, that is the descending order. Now we have to study how to add or subtract two integers on the number line. I know this topic is new for you, but if you will get a regular practice, you will be able to understand it very easily. For addition, the rule number 1 is, to add a positive integer, we have to move to the right on the number line. To add a negative integer, we have to move on the left of the number line. It's a very simple. If you have any integer and you are going to add another integer on it, it is possibility it can be positive or it can be negative. We are talking about the another integer. If you have first integer, then you have to add the another integer. It can be positive or negative. So what is the first example? -5 plus 3. -5 is an integer. We are going to add the positive integer into it. So when we have to add positive integer, we have to move to the right. Right means 3 units right we have to move. So this is -5. When we will move to the right, we have -5, then we will reach to -4, then we reach to -3, then we reach to -2. Because 3 units we have to move, we have moved 3 units to the right. Now we are coming to the second example, which is 5 plus minus 3. 5 is an integer, the first integer. We have to add a negative integer on it. So when we have to add a negative integer, we have to move to the left on the number line. So we will reach first to the first integer. What is the position of first integer? Is 5. We will come back to the left portion. This is first, second and third. 3 units on the left portion. So the answer is 2. And what is the answer in the first part? That is minus 2. What is a rule for subtractions? It is same as the addition which we have studied. When we have to add a positive integer, we move right side. In the subtraction, we have to do just the opposite. To subtract a positive integer, we have to move to the left on the number line. And in the addition we did, when we have the negative integer, we have to move to the left to the number line. Now in the subtraction, what we have to do, to subtracting the negative integer, we have to move to the right of the number line. So we will see the example. This is the first integer. We have to subtract a positive integer into it. I can write it again as 3 plus 3 minus plus 4. We have to subtract the positive integer. So when we have to subtract the positive integer, we have to move to the left on the number line. This is the first integer we have pointed out. We have to move left side 4 units. So 1, 2, 3 and 4. The 4 units left side. Now what about the second example? We can see this is 4 minus minus 3. This is the first integer which we have to mark on the number line. Then we have to subtract the another integer which is negative in sign. So when we have to subtract a negative integer, we have to move to the right on the number line. So we will mark the first integer, then we have to move towards right. 1, 2 and 3. The answer is 7. Now we have studied how to add and how to subtract with the help of number line. Now we have to study how to add them without the number line. How can we add them and how can we subtract them? A very simple rule for it, which I have given in the assignment 12 to you all. The rule 1 is, if the signs are same, if we are going to add two integers, if their sign are same, we have to just add the numbers and we have to apply the sign which they have contained. If they both are positive, we will put the positive sign over here. Or if we will not put the sign, if they both are negative, we will put the negative sign. Suppose we have an example 3 and 4. 3 plus 4 is 7. It is positive 7. If we have minus 2 and minus 5, so we will add 2 and 5. This is 7. And when they all are negative, we have to keep the sign which is negative. The second rule is, if they all are opposite, if they both are of different sign, opposite sign means positive and negative, they both are of opposite. So if they both have opposite sign, what we have to do, we have to subtract the numbers and use the sign of the larger number. First example, we have 14 plus minus 10. This is 14 minus 10 because 14 is positive and 10 is negative. So what we have to do, we have to subtract them, and what is the answer? 4. Now we have to go for the sign. As we see that 14 is positive and 10 is negative, and which is the larger number? 14. 14 is having positive sign, so we have to keep over here the positive sign. Now we are coming to the second example, that is minus 11 plus 7. Minus 11 plus 7 means they both have opposite sign, we have to subtract them. So as we know that 11 minus 7 is 4, we will write over here 4. Since 11 is greater than 7 and it is having negative sign, so we have to write over here negative sign. Now what is additive inverse of an integer? This point also I have given in assignment number 12. Additive inverse of an integer is what? Additive inverse of an integer is a number which is of opposite sign. If I have given you any number or any integer, that is minus 7, if you want to write its opposite sign, you will write positive 7. So what is the additive inverse? Additive inverse of an integer is a number which is of opposite sign with the same value. If we have minus 7, we are going to write plus 7. And when you are going to add to that integer, it gives 0. Suppose if I have an example of, we have to write the additive inverse of minus 13, we will write plus 13. If we are going to add them, minus 13 and plus 13, as you see, 13 minus 13, 13 is plus, this 13 is negative. We are getting the answer is 0. So we can check our answer also. Suppose you take any example like plus 45, the additive inverse of plus 45 will be minus 45. And if you are going to verify it, plus 45 minus 45 is giving you equal to 0. So additive inverse is a very easy thing. Whatever integer you are having with the given sign, you have to write the same value with the opposite sign. If it is having plus, you have to write the minus. If it is having the negative, you have to write with plus. Now today's topic, which is the assignment number 15. Today's topic is we have to add more than 2 integers. Assignment number 15 is we have to add more than 2 integers. That is, if you have studied earlier how to add 2 integers, how to subtract 2 integers, now you have to study how to add 2 or more than 2. Suppose you got 4 or 5 integers, 3 integers, how can you add them? That is minus 6 plus 4 minus 3. There are 3 integers, 2 are negative, 1 is positive. A combination can be changed also, 2 can be positive and 1 can be negative. You have to add them. Simple as a rule you have studied. Children, you have studied if they are of same sign, you have to add them and put the sign. If they are of opposite sign, you have to subtract them and use the sign of the greater integer. Now in this question, we have to do the same. We have minus 6 and plus 4. So how will we write it? Minus 6. We will open the bracket minus 6. This is plus 4 minus 3. The first 2 integers has to be solved first. This is minus 6, this is plus 4. They both are of opposite sign. We have to subtract them. 6 minus 4 is 2. Since 6 is greater than 4, we will use a negative sign. This was a minus 3. Now minus 2 and minus 3, they both are of same sign. We are going to add them. 2 plus 3 is 5, and since they both are having minus signs, we have to get answer is minus 5. Another examples are like, it is 5 plus minus 7 plus minus 2 plus 4. A very easy thing, I'm going to tell you another method how to perform it. A simple method which we have done earlier is like, that was a question 5 plus minus 7 plus minus 2 plus 4. As you have done earlier, I'm going to do it same. This is 5 minus 7. Both are of opposite sign. We are going to subtract it. 7 minus 5 is 2. 7 is having minus sign. We are going to put it over here. Now we have to write this and this again. Now it's a time to add these 2 integers. This is minus 2, this is minus 2. They both are having same sign. We are going to add it. 2 plus 2 is 4. Since they both are having negative sign, we have to put it over here minus 4. We have to write the third part as it is. Now we get minus 4 and plus 4. They both are of opposite. We are going to subtract the numbers first. 4 minus 4 is 0. Since 0 is not considering any sign, we will not place it because they both are same and we cannot decide which sign is going to become. And as we study, 0 does not contain any sign, so this will be only 0. The another method, how can we solve it? If you get 3 or 5 or 4 and more integers, what will you do first? You just add the same sign integers together first. So we will write the positive integers together, we will write the negative integers together. As I have written 5 plus 4 together and minus 7 plus minus 2 together. So 5 plus 4 is 9, minus 7, minus 2, they both are of same sign, they will be going to add it 9, and here is a minus sign, they will put minus sign. 9 plus minus 9. Since they both are of opposite sign, this is positive, this is negative, so then we have to subtract the numbers. 9 minus 9 is 0. We'll write 0 and 0 does not contain any sign. So this answer will be 0. Now we are coming a question without bracket. It is very easy. Earlier I have told you, write all the positive integers together. The question is 3 minus 8 plus 9 minus 7 plus 4. Then you have to write, first thing is you have to write all the positive integers together. Then you have to write all the negative integers together with the plus sign and use bracket and write the minus sign outside. Or you can simply write this sentence, this statement as 3 plus 9 plus 4 minus 8 minus 7, like this you may write also. what you have to do, you have to add all the three positive integers, that is 3 plus 9 is 12, 12 plus 4 is 16. This is 8 plus 7, it is 15. 16 minus 15 is 1. Your answer is 1. And the another method, this method I have told you, you have to go it stepwise. 3 minus 8 is minus 5. Then you have to write these three integers like this. Then you have to solve minus 5 and plus 4 plus 9. You will get plus 4 because 9 is greater than 5. Then you have to write these two integers like this. Then you have 4 minus 7. You have to subtract them. You got 3. Since 7 is greater, you will use negative sign. Plus 4 and 3 and 4. This is minus 3 plus 4. We have to subtract them. Since 4 is greater, we will get 1. Thank you so much, and if you have any query, you will be able to leave your comments. You may ask your doubts with the help of comments, and if you are not able to understand any assignment, you can tell your class teachers. They will tell me and send you the solution through the WhatsApp also. Thank you.